Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I know it's the beginning of the year. I haven't posted in 7 days. I should have actually posted the first day of January. First day as in first day for you, but second day for me, basically. But anyway, I am going to be filming my empties and my new tries. But first, let me just wish you all a happy new year. Hope this year will bring new perspective, new blessings. I hope that a lot of people will start to walk in their purpose, walk in God. If you don't know Jesus Christ, try to learn about him today so he can be your personal savior. And I just want everybody on my channel to know God. That's the main goal for my channel this year. I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to hear about God and not just hear about him. Oh, God is God and he is the ruler of this earth or whatever. I want everybody to know that there is no condemnation with them who are called by God's purpose. Yes, and those who God predestinate, he calls, and those who he calls, he justifies, and those who he justifies, he glorifies. And these are a lot of very important words that you need to know in 2023, because guys, the devil is out like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. And if he can get you, trust me, he will take you. So I'm just encouraging everyone now, seek God before it's too late. Seek him before it's too late. Seek God before it's too late. The devil doesn't want me to talk about Jesus. The devil doesn't want me to talk about Jesus, Yeshua, Hamashiach. He doesn't want me to talk about Jesus. He doesn't want Jody to talk about Jesus. I'm just gonna leave it right there. But I am encouraging you. Jesus loves you and there is no condemnation. None whatsoever. Jesus did not come into this world to condemn a soul, but he came that you might have life. And when I say life, I don't mean life in these physical realms. I'm talking about life eternal. There is a realm that is bigger than what we can see with our physical eyes. There is a realm. There is a place that we cannot see and we may not experience in this physical life because we are flesh. But God has imputed into us eternity. So this is the reason why mankind is always searching for the best. We want the best out of life. But the best is not in this flesh. The best is in eternity. Is in a place that your physical body cannot even comprehend. So I'm just using this opportunity to tell you to come to Jesus Christ. He is the only way. He said, I am the way, the truth and the life. No man comes to the Father except through Jesus Christ. It's not by work that any man should boast, but it's by grace. It's by his love and mercy that we can come boldly into his presence and call his name and cry out, Abba Father. We were adopted. We weren't a part of his promise, but he has adopted us into his promise. And now we can cry, Abba Father. You don't need to fear the enemy, fear the things of this life. So I just want to encourage you to seek Jesus before it's too late. And yes, let's begin with our empties and our new tries. So I'm going to keep this video pretty short and sweet just for your sake, because I don't want it to be long and I don't want to bore you guys. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so let's get into the skincare portion. So for this month, when it comes to like cleansers, Cleansers. So for the cleansers, give me a minute, let me go for my cleanser. Okay, yes, so for cleansers I was using this one. This is a Sika Barrier 5.5 gel cleanser from B Labs, and it's finished. I'm not sure if I showed you this cleanser in my empties last month, but I was using this because I put this to rest and I use it for December. Use this one for December. This is the B Labs gel cleanser. It's just little small, spicy and sweet, 120 ml, and you know this one is the Rovectin, this one is the 175 ml. Told that I was going to put this to rest, so I wasn't going to be using it a lot. I used a little bit when this was finished. I used a little bit of this, but I am going to also put it down for February because I still have a little bit. Really need some cleansers. I'm going to need some cleansers, but I'm going to put this down again for February I mean. And what I'm going to be using when it comes to cleansers, oh, and my CeraVe is still not yet finished. I still have a good amount to go, you know. I think this can last me for until February, so I might have to get some more cleansers from CeraVe. This is a 473 ml, as I said, or as I've been saying. I got this, about 2 of them, and the last I got them in May, June, the 400 and something ml, and I still have it now, so I think it lasts a really long time. So these are the cleansers that I was using, these two, one for B Lab, the Sika, and this one from CeraVe. And then cleansing oil, this one, and this is basically finished. After this, I'm going to have to buy another pack from the pharmacy. So yeah, so this is finished, and this one is not yet finished. I think I have a third of the bottle left. So yeah, and then for this month, the new cleanser that we're going to be using is this one. This one is from Rovectin. This is a Rovectin Clean Green Papaya Pore Cleansing Foam. Okay, so this is pretty new. It's like literally green, and yeah, this is a consistency. I'm not sure you can see, but this is it. Yeah, it's papaya, but it doesn't have like it's not like a strong smell, or it doesn't have any it doesn't have any fragrance, to be honest. It has a smell, of course, but I'm not sure if it's like fragrance. Let me check the ingredient list, because I don't smell anything. It has apple fruit extract, but I don't smell apple. To be honest, maybe a little bit of hint of apple, but I don't smell apple, so I don't know. But this is the consistency, so it's very hydrating, perfect for winter. And these are the cleansers that I really like during winter, morning time especially, because my skin, guys, let me tell you, is dry. Yeah, so my skin is very dry, so I always make sure that I get something that's going to really hydrate my skin in the morning times. Let me just say, guys, one thing I will definitely say. For the month of December, I don't know if it's because, not December, all of December, like since I got my break, like the 23rd, during that time, 2 weeks kinda, I realized that in the morning times when I go to my bed and I do my skincare routine, because I'm not outdoors, because I know that I'm indoors, I usually go to my bed late, and then I do my skincare very late in the night, like sometimes 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And then when I do it late in the night, when I wake up in the mornings, because it's so cold and I'm in my bedroom all day afternoon, I basically don't do any skincare until like in the evening. I don't do any skincare. The only time I do skincare in the morning times is if I'm going somewhere, and I don't necessarily do it in the morning per se. I usually do it like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Do my skincare for when I'm going out. So that's the only time I do my skincare, when I'm going out. I realize since I've been on my break. I don't know what that's about. I think it's just me being lazy. Yeah, basically that's just it. So yeah, I haven't it has not affected my skin, but you know, because of the whole situation past three months, I don't know, as I said before, my forehead has been breaking out. It has not broken out, it's doing fine right now, but you know, we're still working on the little no, post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, so I'm working on that. Yeah, so this is the cleanser that we're using for morning times, and we're going to be using for morning time because I haven't started using it, so I'm going to make an effort to use it. So this is just me trying to organize my life in terms of skin, like spiritually skin, and you know the works. So these are my cleansers. This CeraVe SA cleanser and the Rovectin Clean Cleanser Papaya Pore Cleansing Foam from Rovectin. And as I said before, I finished this one in December, and I was supposed to use this in December, but I decided not to. I decided that I'm going to use it in February. So this is not in my skincare routine for January. This one is going into February because I know I'm trying to check the products, how they're going to finish and so forth, and what product I want to use with this next, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out, and both of them are Rovectin, so I think I'm just anxious to try this one. So that's the reason why I'm not going to use this one. This is Rovectin Conditioning Cleanser, the Rovectin Papaya Cleanser. So Rovectin all the way, definitely a good brand if you want to consider any form of skincare products. And then for toner, of course, my Rovectin. This is my favorite toner. Like, this is something I would definitely recommend. I would recommend this right now in this season. In winter season, this is the best essence treatment lotion you can really buy for your skin, and it's like very affordable, and it doesn't affect your skin in terms of like the, what do you say, no, in terms of like oily skin, dry skin, sensitive skin. This is not the product that's going to affect it. This one has niacinamide, glycerine, caffeine, adenosine. Caffeine, you know that caffeine helps with puffiness and so forth, and these are high on the ingredient list, so you don't have to worry. Niacinamide, allantoin, that's a calming ingredient. Licorice root extract, very good for hyperpigmentation and just for conditioning the skin. Hyaluronic acid, various forms of hyaluronic acid. Papaya fruit extract. What's this? Trehalose, a hydrating ingredient. Trehalose is a hydrating ingredient. So this is packed with so many good ingredients. Advanced formula, hyperallergenic, so if you have skin allergies and so forth, this, like all of Rovectin, the Rovectin, this one conditioning line, these very good for people with sensitive skin, any kind of skin, and skin that needs a lot of like acne prone skin. This is very good for acne prone skin. When I say good, I mean it good. Okay, and I love this for my combination skin. Evening time, morning time, you can use this during winter. It's perfect. I love this essence, perfect. And if you're living in tropical countries and you want like a moisturizer, you don't want to have those thick occlusive moisturizer, this, I would recommend this to use in the morning times. Just if you want to use something alone like moisturizer, this is perfect. Just apply this, wash your face, tone it, apply this and your SPF, and you're good to go. Love this. Okay, so that's it for the essence. And the toner that I've been using is the glycolic acid toner, and I've been using the gentle exfoliating toner. This, I started using this in December, but I realized I was using more of this, so I was using this a lot, and then later on in the month I started using this. This one is the AHA berry complex vitamin C gentle exfoliating solution, and I was using this a lot. The reason why, because my skin needed to be exfoliated because it's so dry. It just needed to be exfoliated. So I'm using this. I'm going to try to figure out how to use this so I can incorporate this basically, because I need to use it because it does the same. It's just not as aggressive as this one. But because I haven't been doing a lot of exfoliating, my skin has been, you know, a little bit weird. So my glycolic acid is almost finished. I don't have a backup one now. I really need one. I was supposed to order some stuff from The Ordinary, but the shipping and the money and the exchange rate was just discouraging, and I didn't purchase anything. But hopefully the exchange rate is actually looking better than before now, so hopefully if I get some money, I'm gonna do a little one-time shopping so I can just get all of the stuff that I haven't used. But this, you know, glycolic acid is my favorite. Like, I don't, every time I do my empties and you see it. So yeah, but the AHA exfoliating solution, this I realized when the time gets really cold, it's almost like an essence, but whenever you go back into the warm environment, it's like water based, but it's a little bit thicker than the regular toner from Element, the one that I was using, the what do you call it again, the exfoliating toner with the tea tree. The texture is a little bit different. This one is a little bit more thicker. The viscosity, I should say, is a little bit more thicker and runnier. Not runnier, and see, it's not as liquidy as the other one. This one has a little bit of viscosity. Even how it runs out of out of the bottle, it has more the thickness, that viscosity you call it, yeah. So that's what this is all about. So I like that. And then so that's it for my toners. And then for what else are we talking about? A next toner. So I am thinking when this finishes, yes, I'm thinking when this finishes, the glycolic acid finishes, I want to use the Chestnut BHA 2% clear liquid. So this has 2% salicylic acid. So because this is like a BHA, this is AHA, BHA, they actually work to exfoliate the skin. But you know, BHA is actually help with acne. So yes, so this acne, this is hyperpigmentation, but they work the same at exfoliating the skin to prevent all type of problems, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So when this finishes, I'm going to use this. So I'm just going to keep this close. I'm not sure if this is going to finish by the end of January or middle of January, so I'm just going to keep them close just in case when this finishes, start using this. This is the BHA Chestnut 2% clear liquid from Isin Tree. Alright, so those are the cleansers and toners. Now we're going to go into the products that we're going to continue to use. So I've been using my honey mask. I used this 2 days ago along with my peeling solution. As I said before, I haven't been doing a lot of exfoliating, so I tried to really use this. And 2 days ago I used this, the AHA BHA 2% peeling solution, and this. Is it yesterday actually, not 2 days ago, yesterday, last night. I used this and this. So these are going to continue in my skincare routine. And you all know my ascorbic 8% plus alpha arbutin. They're still not finished. The resveratrol still not finished, so I have to like finish them off. Plant derived hemisqualane normally use around my neck. Salicylic acid solution still not finished, so I still have to use it in my skincare for pimples. My caffeine solution, I still use that. This one now, this is the 10% Coste Baja azelaic acid serum. I love this. I'm going to repurchase this from Coste Baja, azelaic acid 10%. I love this. It has been doing well so far. I'm almost it's almost finished. I can't even show you because the bottle you can't really see anything, but it's almost finished. Really love this. I think it works well with this one. Yeah, it works well with the ordinary azelaic acid, and I like to use the midnight activating drop with this because this actually helps to target hyperpigmentation. This helps to prevent pigmentation, and also it helps to, you know, treat post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. That is a hyperpigmentation from pimples. So I like to use them together just to target, especially right here. Has been going very good, and what I notice works very well for the hyperpigmentation is the the ascorbic 8% plus alpha arbutin. This has been working really well. Really like it for the hyperpigmentation. So those are the products that I continue to use. And this one is the Pure Vitamin C and Centella Asiatica. Still not finished. I thought I was going to be finished with this in December, but no, still not finished with this, so I'm going to continue to use it. I still have a Pure Vitamin C in my refrigerator. Apparently, if I don't finish the 2 vitamin C that I have currently, then I'm going to leave that for February. Okay, so I wanted to try it out in December, but it didn't work. I wanted to try it out in January, but still my vitamin C's are still not finished, so I still have to just use what I have right now until they're finished. And what else? This now, the Fruidia Pomegranate Nutri Moisturizing Serum. Really love this. As you can see, this is like literal and empty, but it still has a little bit more product. So maybe the next week and a half is going to be here. I'm not gonna replace this though. Yes, I'm not gonna replace this. I'm just going to use, when this is finished, I'm just going to continue to use my products that I'm currently using, as you can tell, and then that's going to, yeah. So yeah, when this is finished, not going to replace it, just going to continue with my regular products. It has been really nice. What else? Anything special? I'm not really sure if there's anything special about this. I just like the feeling. It just, to me, it feels like a moisturizer. It's very hydrating, if I can say anything. So how I use this, when I use this to do as my essence, and then I go in with a serum, for example, like this, and then after I use this serum, then I go in with this, a little bit of this, like 1 or 2 pumps. I have to use a lot because it's not really a moisturizer, but it acts like a moisturizer. Then I use this, and that can be like a daytime skincare basically. If I use it in the evenings, I still have to go in with a moisturizer. So I think it's just a lot of hydration. My skin just needs hydration. Like, I'm in the heater all night, and even when the heater is off, my skin is like super cold, and then it gets dry and tight, and that's not giving. So yeah, I always want to make sure that I moisturize my skin, because if you don't moisturize the skin, guys, the skin is going to look old. Yeah, so I don't want that. So I always try to make sure I hydrate the skin. What I use though during the night, so this one is the freshly juiced vitamin E mask. This is supposed to be a night sleeping mask and a moisturizer. Sorry. And what I notice is my skin, it really likes this. And if I'm supposed to compare my skin with, say, last year versus this year, my skin is a little bit more hydrated this year, and that's because I use a lot of hydrating stuff. All the credit goes to this though, because it's amazing. But anyway, I use this. This is supposed to be used as a sleeping mask, so you wear it in the night and then wash it off in the mornings. But I have been just using this as a moisturizer. It can be used as a moisturizer too, or a sleeping mask, and then you wash it off in the mornings. But I've been using it in the mornings, evenings, whenever I do my skincare, I use it. And I realize that my skin is not dry, because my skin now has adapted. It has adapted to the environment, plus it's, I don't know, because I'm using hydrating stuff, my skin does not get really dry, but my skin is still dry, but it doesn't get super dry. So I think this is the reason why my skin is not super dry anymore. Like when I touch my skin, I still feel the hydration in my skin. And when I move my face, facial expressions, my nose, whenever my skin is like really dry, or like maybe a year ago, like during the winter, my skin is dry. If I move my nose, that's how my skin just feel tight, and my jaw and so forth just feels tight. But nowadays, when I go in my bed, put on my moisturizer, my skin is not like a concern for me anymore in terms of like how it feels or whether or not it's dry and so forth, because I am hydrating. I am just doing a good job at hydrating my skin. Only thing I have to make sure I really do sometimes is to exfoliate, because the exfoliation really makes sense, especially with my skin. But yeah, I really like this. This is the vitamin E niacinamide adenosine boosting radiance and glow. Alright, so I really love this. And this is a consistency, as you can see. It's very like jelly like sleeping mask. Really like it. So this is that. This is it. And oh, as I said before, I'm using my azelaic acid always, constantly, whenever I see any little pimple, anything trying to come up, azelaic acid. And then I've been using this now on a regular basis, so it has been really doing a good job. It has been helping a lot. One thing I will say, if I miss one day of my skincare, I suffer. Like literally, if I miss one day of not doing my skincare, like I remember one day it was so cold, so I took a shower. I was feeling so good. Took a shower, did my morning time routine, and I didn't do skincare routine in the night. I just went through the entire day in bed, and then the next day, the next morning, I did my skincare really late, and the next day my skin suffered. I literally saw the two big old pimples. I'm like, Jody, you need to do your skincare, girl. So if I miss a day without doing my skincare, my skin suffers. So I think skincare is like really important, and it just encourages you and builds your confidence. It's just a part of, taking a shower makes you feel good, getting sleep makes you feel good, doing skincare makes you feel good. Yeah, your body is at the temple of the living God. Yeah, represent God with how you take care of yourself. Don't worship yourself. You're not a God. You know what I'm saying? You're not your own God, I should say. You're not your own God. But because we were made in the image of God, image and likeness of God. But you're not your own God, so don't worship yourself, but take care of yourself. Take care of the God. You represent God, so take care of the God that you represent. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically. So yeah, that's it for that. And I want to try this one. This is another sleeping mask, but this one is from Make Prem. This is supposed to smooth, brighten and hydrate while you sleep. And this one has let's see the ingredients. Tree Hollows, similar to this one. Tree Hollows. It has fragrance. I mean, not really a big problem, but yeah. Adenosine, similar to this one. Flower extract, similar to this one. It has allantoin, similar to this one. What else does it have? Curcuma, long root extract. I don't know what that means. Citrus, ceramides, lemon fruit extract, radish root ferment. I like radish root ferment. Citric acid. I think those actually help with the hyperpigmentation. Niacinamide, that's supposed to help with that. So I think this is similar to this. This one is similar to this. Yeah, this one is similar to this. Well, this is more vitamin C-ish. You know, this one is more vitamin C-ish, and this one is more vitamin E. Yeah, sir. So I want to try this. So I'm going to use this and alternate between both, because this has a different texture as opposed to this. This one from Make Prem, it has a jelly-like texture. Let me show you. This one is like very jelly-like. So I'm thinking maybe, even though it's a sleeping mask, maybe I can use this in the daytime. Yeah, this is what it's giving. See, it's very jelly-like. Yes, it has a jelly-like consistency, and it has fragrance. But I love the consistency. Can give you a nice hydrated skin at night. Yeah, it's a sleeping mask. So I want to try this. I know the other one, this one that I'm using is not finished, but I want to try something for the new year. Like, yeah. And when it comes to like anything like sleeping mask, they're very important for my skin, especially during winter. My skin really loves it. I want to show you the difference in terms of the consistency. So this one, as you can see, this is how it looks. It's very jelly like. So you have to look at it. See the texture? You have to like squeeze it down like this. So it's similar to this one, but it's just very jelly like. You see the difference? So this one is more it's clearer, and this one has like the creamy kind of little, I don't know, I think this one is a little bit more sleeping maskish, a little bit more hydrating than this one, but I think they are the same. Let me rub it in, rub this one in. But they're giving the same. This one is more hydrating, the one from Make Prem, but they're the same to me. To me, they're the same. They're not different. And as I said, the one from Make Prem seems a little bit more hydrating, even though it's not that creamy. But anything that gives my skin like a sleeping mask, hydrated look, I like it. Because it helps to protect the skin at night, so you don't look wrinkled and old after winter is finished. Yeah, I don't want that skin. I want that nice hydrated skin. Even after winter, just get that nice winter glow. And the thing with my skin too, I must say, whenever my skin is dry, I get more hyperpigmentation. Yes, that is just one thing with my skin that I have discovered. If my skin is too dry, get more hyperpigmentation. If it's not moisturized, more hyperpigmentation. It just gets darker. So some people, they get lighter during winter. If my skin is not hydrated, it's not going to get lighter. It's going to get darker. Yes. And it's my hands, my feet, like everywhere, my knees, my legs. If it's not hydrated, then it just gets darker. That's not what we're trying to give. Okay, and then also these are my mask for whenever I have, you know, whenever I want to do like, I haven't done any like facials. I think I have to do a facial sometime. I'm going to try to do a facial, like a skincare routine, facial, everything, just a relaxing routine. I want to do that and to just treat myself. But this is for any time that I feel like my skin needs like a facial, or after I use peeling solution. Yeah, because I've used this like maybe since the year started one time. Might have to use it again at the end of this week, I think. But whenever I use my stuff, I want to use a mask. I'm not really big on mask, but whenever I get them, sometimes I buy products on YesStyle and I get like a free mask. So you know, that's when I have it. For example, I got this one some time ago. Yeah, and that's that. And we still use our pimple patches. I haven't used any this month, to God be the glory, even though I got like a big old pimple. I used it once on it, but I realized that I wasn't going anywhere, and I tried to treat it with the skincare products, and I tried to hydrate it because I didn't want it to dry out and so forth, so I didn't use that time. And then last but not least, I used a clay mask. I haven't used this clay mask since December, maybe only once December, but I don't know if I'm going to use it, but I'm going to keep it in my routine just in case. And my SPF is this one currently. I do not have any SPFs, so I have to figure out what SPF I'm going to get. This one is the Face Republic Purity Sun Essence. Might just repurchase a Japanese SPF, or if I can get like order something from Korea along with some clothes or something, then I'll do that. But this is all that I'll be using for my skincare on my skin for the month of January. And I'm just going to make sure that I remember to do not only my evening time skincare routine, but also my morning time skincare routine. And I also want to make sure that I don't miss a day when it comes to my skincare, because if I miss a day, guys, I notice if I miss like one day and I don't do my skincare, my skin nana behavior just get unruly. Yeah, my skin gets very, very unruly, miserable. And then when my skin gets miserable, I just feel miserable, and I don't want that life. I don't want a miserable life. When my skin is not looking its best, it discourages me. Yeah, it discourages me. And I don't want to do skincare because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm doing my skin and then I get a pimple. I don't want a pimple. Like stuff like that. Yeah. But yeah, this is it for the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And I am looking forward to many more amazing videos for the future and so forth. And just give me your feedback, what you'd like to see and so forth, what you'd like me to, what kind of videos you want me to make and so forth. I would appreciate any of your feedbacks. You know what I mean? Yeah. Alright, so that's it for me. See you in the next one. Bye.